Hey YouTube, it's Rarity-Ho, and today I'm using my Chaos Dragon deck versus my buddy Dallas's Prophecy deck. And I've had a lot of people, ever since I released the deck profile for Chaos Dragons, I've had quite a few people asking me to see this deck in play. And so you can see he wins the die roll, so he's going to get to go first. But I really enjoyed, we had a very fun duel, and I like this deck's explosiveness a lot. So he uses Tower there, and then uses Secrets. And with Secrets, he grabs Blue Boy. And then with Blue Boy, I believe he grabs Fate. And then he plays Master to copy Secrets to grab Eternity. And then he sets two more and he passes. So obviously one of those are Fate. I play Charge, mill off a Curry Bandit. I play again a Soul Charge, not too bad. And then I grab a Lyla off of that. And that Charge is such an amazing card in this deck. It really helps you to set up, especially when you mill off something good like a Plague Spreader. As you can see, he has 4 back rows, so I definitely have to worry about the back row, and that's why I grabbed Lyla. And see, I summoned Lyla, but then he used the Spellbook of Fate for the book effect by banishing 2. So kind of unfortunate that I didn't get to use its effect. I knew Fate was down there, like I said, though, and actually more unfortunate I didn't get to mill at the end phase. So just used Eternity, I believe, and then used Masters to copy Secrets, and then grab Fate. And then now he's sitting with 500, and unfortunately Lyla's defense is only 200, and he was able to swing over it with Blue Boy. So here I go into Raiden, and I know he's got so much back row, so luckily his effect is good, and I milled off of Raiden and a Malicious, and I banished Malicious to summon another Malicious from deck, and here I know I have to start pushing through and breaking through his defenses, because my deck's all about the explosive plays and the OTKs. So I also special summon a Plague Spreader zombie, and I use them to go into Beals, and this is where my Plague Spreader gets banished, but he compulses my Beals, which I didn't know that was down there, but it definitely was a good card to get rid of. And that's all I'm doing here. I'm making my opponent believe that I'm wasting resources. I summon another Malicious, and then I go into a Leo, and again, fully aware Fate's down there, and that is what he ends up using on Leo, banishing 3 to banish Leo. So but I'm still not done with plays. I still have some moves I can make here. So I banish 2 more, a Light and a Dark, and I go into Chaos Sorcerer, and he books a Moon on summon. So now I have a face down Chaos Sorcerer, but I'm still not done. I'm bashing on the Light and Dark and go into Light Pulsar Dragon. And then his summon's okay, and I go for an attack and swing into a Deep Prison. So there goes my Light Pulsar Dragon. It's not, obviously not great, but I pushed back his defense a lot. I wasted a lot of his resources. I still have plays, still have moves, and I'm still have a graveyard, which is important. So it's just really important in this deck to gather up everything, because for the majority of your effects only can take place on your turn. So it's the point of this is to try to get the OTK in. It's not like a deck that can summon a Felgrand and sit on it. So I flip up a Chaos Sorcerer, and he fates it, so that's gone now as well. But he's getting rid of a lot of his spellbook cards. So I do a Curry Bandit and grab a Recharge off of it, and loaded my graveyard up pretty well. I got another Plague Spreader zombie in there, and I knew that he wasn't going to be able to OTK me, so I just took that 500 and went along with it. And at this point I'm building up some more resources, getting ready for the OTK. He set 3 more, so I know there's still more work for me to put in. So I set a monster and pass my turn, still waiting, because like I said, I did the one big explosive push to kind of waste a majority of his resources. Now I'm waiting for kind of a final OTK push. He powers his Blue Boy, swings into an Honest, and takes 400 damage from that. So with Honest in hand, I knew that would kind of screw him over a little bit. I didn't think he'd be able to get over it. So now I'm going to go into I have to think about it because, again, like I said, there's still 3 back row. That's what I thought. Yeah, I went to a Plague and going to Paladin Zektron, which he's going to be taken out of the deck now that Goyle Guardian's back. But he's just kind of in there as a filler for right now. He's not anything too spectacular. But I bring back a Plague Spreader and go into a Beals again. And I swing, he does a Deep Prison, I do a Lance, and he does a Fiendish Chain. Which Fiendish Chain was kind of odd, but he ends up taking 1600 from that, and then Fiendish Chain will re-equip after the end phase, or during the end phase, technically, I guess. So, not the best of things, but my attack went through, so I guess that's good. But definitely bad, because now that means Beals can be destroyed. However, it's my turn. So that means I'm able to set up once again, because obviously with the Fiendish Chained Beals, I'm not ready for the OTK push. Although his life points are fairly low at this point. You can do a lot of damage with this deck. So he's still setting more cards. He plays Crescent, pulls out Fate, what is that one? Secrets and Wisdom? Yeah. I'm a little bad with the spellbook names because they're just books and they all look the same to me. And then, of course, I pick one and I have no idea what it is. That card really irks me just because I don't know what happens with it. So now he's got an established back row again, which is rather irritating. But, you got to do what you got to do. If I was able to set up a little bit more on the previous turn, I might have been able to push through. But I feel a little bit more comfortable right now. And so I bring out another Plague Spreader from the graveyard, and then I perfectly have 3 darks in the graveyard, and I am able to summon Dark Armed Dragon. And then I sink my 2 monsters into Beals, actually giving me into Leo, and then Beals is another dark in my graveyard. So I use Dad's Effect on MST, which is used on his Fiendish Chain, and then I use Dad's Effect 2 more times, clearing out all of his back row. And he's sitting at 59. I swing with 31, putting him at 28, which is perfect. Perfect for my Dark Armed Dragon. That ends the game. Game 2 will be posted tomorrow. As always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And please tell me if you enjoy these duels. I just started on them, but I'm having a lot of fun with them. And peace out.